Alright guys, so real talk. I'm sorry, my first video was like my first time, so I didn't even really introduce myself or what I do or who I am. My name is Mayara Parisi. I am a personal banker, and I've been in love with not making human beings, but really the miracle of life that women is able to do with their bodies. And I'm very pro woman as far as like if they want to do it natural, go for natural, have a doula. I actually became certified doula, and just go for it, because you know the hospitals and the society tends to shame the women a lot for trying to go back to their natural ways. You know, calling it like, oh, you're a hippie, or putting your child at risk, and it's not true in most cases. You know, if it's an educated decision with, you know, the doctor and the doula or the midwives, there's no problem. Your body knows how to birth a baby, and the baby knows how to be born. So it's not, I'm very, I guess you can call it a hippie as far as that goes. I just like to feel that moment, where you're bringing life to the world, and I don't think we should be ashamed of it, or of the way we choose to do it. So if you choose to get a epidural, do a C-section, you know, that's fine. At least it was your choice. What happened to most of us is that we want to do it a certain way, but you know, sometimes the system takes over and they do the way they want to do, and they don't really care if that's how you want to do. So I'm very passionate about that, and I felt that both of my births with my two kids was taken away from me. It wasn't the way I wanted to do. I was very disappointed with myself, even though they're healthy, beautiful kids. But it just wasn't the way I wanted. I want to feel the accomplishment of literally birthing a child the way I know my body's made to do. But that's me. That's how I came to be. But you know, right now I'm not in a situation financially that I can just have another kid because I want to have a birth that I want. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just put 2 + 2 and do something that will help me fulfill that dream, and I also gonna fulfill somebody else's dream to have their own baby. I know I'm blessed to be able to have kids, you know, naturally. I had both of my kids. I had good pregnancies. I love being pregnant. So I started looking into agencies, and I came to my agency. It's called First Class Surrogacy. They're awesome, and they were super welcoming. They're super awesome, and you know, and that was the best one I found, looking into different agencies, and they took care of me, and they matched me with a really awesome family. They're in China, so I'm having a Chinese baby. And I also knew the lawyer, because I met the lawyer at a network meeting. My lawyer is Ralph Song. He's really good. Surrogacy adoption lawyer. He's very available. I can reach him easily, and he's a really good guy. And so it really started making like, oh my God, this is actually happening. You know, and did the contract, and I had to wait for a little bit, and then they finally scheduled my transfer, and I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening. You know, people had questions that I was like, how do I talk to my kids? And that's how the journey that I'm going. But this is pretty much just a little introduction about myself. I am originally from Brazil. Was born and raised there. Came to the U.S. when I was 18. That was 10 years ago. You did the math. So I guess that's much for my background. So I do have a busy schedule. You know, I have to clock in, clock out, work Monday through Friday. I have 2 kids. You know, luckily their father, who's a really good father, lives nearby to me, so we kind of do a little split custody. So it's been working great so far. And you know, the kids seem to be happy, and they see their parents are happy, and that's what it is about. And I try to always talk to them, hey, you know, mommy's helping someone have a baby. You know, their belly is broken, so they're gonna use mommy's belly to have their baby. And that's how I explained to my daughter. My son is 8, so he understands a little bit better. So I'm like, it's not gonna be your sibling. You're gonna see mommy getting big. You're gonna see mommy, but it's not gonna be a sibling. It's gonna be a baby living a life. It's a little blessing from God. My mommy's helping another couple that cannot do it by themselves. So they kind of understand. I tell them, hey, maybe in the future I might have another kid, which they might, as you've seen in my previous video, my kids do want to have another sibling, but it's just, I'm not at that situation right now with my fiance. We want to get married first and then plan for a child after. Maybe we buy a house or something, which, you know. So, so ever since I started the process and I have a date, they told me like, hey, I'm actually gonna have a surrogate sister. This family is hiring 2 surrogates, and I am actually going to meet the other surrogate this Wednesday, and if she's okay with it, I will show her to you guys. So we're gonna be surrogate sisters, so basically we'll be carrying twins in 2 different bellies. So the story keeps getting more and more interesting, so it's gonna be a really, really awesome journey. I'm really excited about it, and I'll make another video to go over all the medications that I've been taking, and how often, and kind of like the side effects that I kind of get from it, which I didn't really get much other than like my skin breaking up and stuff, but so much things to say. Let me just look at my thoughts. But basically, it's just a very exciting moment, and the more I think about it, the more I talk to people, the more I answer their questions, the more proud of actually making this decision I am, and I can't wait for it to really be happening, and I feel the little baby growing inside of me, and know that I'm really changing this couple's life by, you know, helping them with it, and so forth. So the 2 days, and we'll have all that. I will present you to my awesome team, the awesome surrogacy people, and at the First Class Surrogacy and the HRC clinic in Pasadena, and you know, the whole team will make sure that I introduce everybody so you guys into the whole thing of what's happening. But now at least you know where the whole situation come from, where did I get this crazy idea from. It's not so crazy if you think about it. We're just human helping humans, you know, and that's what I believe. I believe you give to get. And, you know, don't get me wrong, there is a compensation part of it, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it, because there is pain and suffering. There is my time, you know, there is me juggling my work schedule to go to doctor's appointment, which can be a little, I mean, if you know LA traffic, it can be very disappointing, very frustrating to go somewhere for an appointment and, you know, risk my job, and not really risk, but kind of, you know, have to get, my boss, hey, I have to go this and that appointment, which they know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I mean, although the law, I can get my sick days to go to appointments, but it's only February, and I want to make sure I don't use everything, because after you use everything, they take it from your vacation time, and then if everything is exhausted, then now you're risking your job. So hopefully you're not going to get there, but please subscribe to to my channel. I'm gonna keep posting. I'm sure a lot of women can relate to me. You know, they have a busy schedule, they have kids. You know, I'm right now going to my kids to pick up my kids, take them to baseball practice. So I do all that. I'm not just a stay-at-home mom. I have a pretty busy schedule, so I gotta be really organized to make it work. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I already feel a lot of very rewarding already. So I talked too much already. Please subscribe. Please share. Please have other people watch, because it does make a huge difference. And to put the word out there for other women that are curious and either being a surrogate or becoming an intended parent, but they don't really know if it's a good idea. So please subscribe and watch. I'll post more videos soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.